filled with like sodas and stuff, and I'm just like, nah. Which, by the way, do you guys ever go to Walmart in Ephrata for any reason?
Not if I can help it.
Yeah, I know, right?
To go there right after this.
I don't know if they're gonna do this late at night, but they have a new policy where they check pretty much every time you're there the receipts. Like,
well, that's illegal, so good for them.
Wait, to check the receipts? That's what Costco does.
Costco, you sign an agreement when you sign your membership.
Is that seriously?
Yeah.
Because literally,
Wait,
like,
what place does it now?
Walmart. Yeah, like literally, they have
That
a person.
sounds like
they have a person.
awful.
They have a person up front that'll just be like, you know.
It has always been my...
That has happened at least. It's not every single time because it depends on the time of day, but that's happened at least a half dozen times.
Like, they've always had those people there, but you just say, no thanks, and walk past.
I don't want to cause a scene, and I don't, like, I'm not stealing anything, but, like,
like, the second that you say, like, nah, I'm good, then you look suspicious.
I feel like there are times where
you can't do that. That's like...
I know,
like,
it's just how society works.
Okay, but when a cop asks to search your car and you've done nothing wrong...
I get it. I get it. There's times...
Like, if there was a cop...
That's not reasonable
if there was a cop...
reasonable suspicion.
Oh, okay. I don't know, if I was in the position where a cop wanted to look at my car and be like, go ahead.
I mean, so for, like, I guess for me...
But why are you, like, saying a cop versus a person at
Because it's the same thing about unreasonable search and seizure.
No, dude, listen,
It's the Fourth Amendment.
I am for you, and I agree with that, but there's times where you just have to, like...
It's easier.
Yeah. And for me, I always have to consider, like the store, and I don't want to be that guy in Walmart that's, like, putting up a fuss over something. Now, I've been that guy to put up a fuss over something that's, like, big, and I'll be like, whoa, that's not right. But if it's literally just checking my dumb receipt to make sure I paid for my strawberries, like, whatever.
I think a lot of people see it as a slow erosion of civil rights and the beginning of a slippery slope. It's your receipt now. What's next?
I get it. I get it.
Agree.
If I was single, I would do what you said, but, like, I'll always be there with the kids and Ash, and, like, I don't want to, like, embarrass her and get in trouble by being like, whoa, what the hell? No, man, I'm leaving. Gotta pick your battles. I like how those guys are still freaking out. Mister!
Yeah, I was just doing the mandatory part of the item.
Do you even have to talk to her? I don't think you do.
I don't think so. I'm just gonna do it to see things.
Question of the part number 2.
I forget the first question.
Would you, if Walmart, it was the
company.
Just real quick.
Fan bases.
Nick was saying something about the death of Field. Now you can see that the crying woman down there.
I see what you're talking about.
Oh, that looks pixelated as crap. That looks bad.
I like when you get closer, but do you see how it's just like sort of like
it's the bottom?
It's like a filter.
The bottom 10% of the
yeah, it's like a filter. I don't know if I like that.
I mean, when you're moving, it looks better.
I think if they just got rid of it.
Also, on the left side there, where it was clearly a much lower altitude, I thought that looked pretty good.
So yeah, what's it called? Question of the part number 2. If you were stopped in a Walmart by someone wanting to check your receipt, would you just do it just because it's easier to not put up a fuss? Or would you be like, no, and just leave? It's a question. It's an actual question. Like, if I was there late at night by myself, I'd be like, whoa, what's this? You know, but since I'm always there with the family, I just don't want to cause a scene, you know? There's certain times where you should cause a scene, but I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't disagree with Nick at all.
What you can say is, do I have to?
Yeah, I guess that is true.
Am I legally required to? Because if not, I'm just gonna leave.
But yeah, they did start doing that.
This would be pretty awesome.
Is that through the self-checkout?
I don't know if it's just the self-checkout or not. I can't tell you. Now, I will say that 90% of the time we do use the self-checkout because they have 2 people working the, thing. So we just, even if we have a whole cart full, we do it. I can't honestly tell you, but they're standing like near the front. I don't think they're getting people just coming from the self-checkout. That's a good question, though.
I think probably what they found out was that they opened up, they had fewer cashiers working, they had all those self-checkout lines open, and shrinkage exploding.
Do you know how, like, tempting it is to, like, be like if you have, like a produce, and it's like, did you mean cheaper option of produce? And, like, do you know how tempting that is to be like, you get organic bananas, and it's like, did you mean normal bananas? And you're like, no. I've never done that, even though it's very tempting to
I
do
wonder
it.
if they would, like, actually call you out. It's like, hold on, these look like organic bananas.
If they have the
and
sticker on them.
You chose the 5-cent cheaper normal bananas.
Yeah, I don't super know, but it's funny, they probably looked at it like, oh, we save X dollars by not having, what is it, 4 or 5 more employees working at once,
Yeah.
but maybe our shrinkage is like, which by the way means like loss prevention and all that.
Due to theft or whatever.
Maybe is like even more than that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the cashiers don't make much money, but if you add healthcare and everything on top of it,
right.
The cost
Taxes,
is way more
all
than
that.
The salary.
Yeah. No, I know. I mean, it's just another way for, like, it's funny because I use them because again, I'm always with the kids and I'm not about to be standing in a line for 20 minutes.
I thought Walmart constantly, like, work their employees to the point where they're, like, technically part-time so they don't have to give health benefits. Like, to
a lot
anyone.
of them, yeah. But, like, the store managers, they make 6 figures. Like, well into 6 figures.
Nice.
I honestly found that out the other week, and I was like, really? But then again, it makes sense. It's the only reason you would ever be a Walmart store manager and deal with all that absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Dude, it's doing it again. So, when I was trying to get this chest, the Bow Wow just, like, it took, like, 6 tries. It's definitely just something wrong with the game. Get him! Get him! I'm gonna die. Get him. I want this 50 rubies. Alright, one more time. Thank you.
But yeah, it's just another way for a big business to, like, profit from you doing more work.
Yeah.
It's pretty brilliant because people like me will be like, dude, I'm sorry, but, like, I can't deal with this wait. So you just use the self-checkout, and they're like, good, people are using self-checkout, that's good. Okay, well, now we don't need as many employees on, so no big deal.
The other thing is they put a camera on each one, and they have cameras everywhere, so that you know you're being surveilled. And there's I believe a well-known phenomenon that if you even think you're being surveilled, you will act better.
Makes sense. It's why businesses put up, like, secured by ADT or whatever, you know?
Even if they're not, they just have the...
I know, like, I don't know any specifically, but I've read stories that, like, people will, like, not have security systems or whatever, but still put, like, you know?
Yeah.
And homes, some homes will do that, too. They'll put up things like, beware of dog, and there's, like, they don't have a dog.
Generic security signs anywhere.
I guess it's, if you're not going to have an actual dog or security, then I guess it's something.
Well, it's the low-hanging fruit. A burglar might see that and go, well, do I take the chance that it's fake, or do I just go to the next house that definitely doesn't have anything?
Yeah. Rip. These staffos.
Yeah, if you kind of notice how the guys with the swords and shields attack, it's way different than the original game where they kind of just lunge at you and you can attack them. You actively have to parry them. Definitely one of the best things about this game is that the inventory, the way that it works, is that stuff like the Pegasus boots and like the shield and the sword is like a default thing,
cool.
so you don't have to mess with them, and you have 2 regular slots for
good.
items. So that's definitely an objective upgrade.
Yeah, because the one bad thing about Link's Awakening, especially the speedrun, is like constantly pressing start to.
Because literally your sword and shield are inventory items, which is why like when you play Link's Awakening, you like never have a shield.
Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Next time I go to Walmart, I'm gonna put up a big fuss because Nick told me to. I'll be like, hey, review the footage, bro. From the camera. Bonk. Nick's very mad now. He's seething.
I'm always seething.
Absolutely seething!
But what am I seething about this time?
I don't know. You're probably seething about the fact that you're about to have to go. You're about to have to sit through Kuan.
Did I see that before?
I don't know. Were you here? What is this? The 3rd week I'm doing it?
Kuan. Was that the one
It's
with
the
like, the weird graveyard?
It's the Japanese horror game.
Oh yeah, I saw the first part of it.
Yeah, well, you're about to see, hopefully, the last, but probably not. And it's gonna be brutal, dude. There's like 3 bosses, and...
Oh, by the way, one thing I haven't mentioned yet is that this game doesn't have actual analog movement, as you can see. It's all 8 directions. But you cannot use a D-pad. The D-pad is not mapped to anything.
Huh. You use a D-pad? Oh,
look. I'm using it so hard.
Wow.
And it's not mapped to anything.
It's so hard.
It's not like item shortcuts. It's just nothing. And like when I played it, I was like, is my controller broken? What's happening? Why can't I use the D-pad? And I still don't understand why I can't use the D-pad.
Especially for an old school style
And
2D game.
it's not even analog movement. Like Link Between Worlds is actual analog movement, and this one isn't. I just don't understand it.
So I will say, and I can't compare this to the old game without seeing it side by side, but the one thing that annoys me about this game is it feels to me like Link moves a little slow. Like he should move about 25-30% faster.
I think it does, but I think it's mostly just because this is in 16:9 and Link is kind of like big, and it's hard to say, but like obviously the Game Boy is 4:3 and much smaller overall.
Understandable. I don't know, that's just a feel that I get from it, where it's just like, I wish he moved a little bit faster.
Yeah. Just watching to play.
Even the Pegasus boots don't move that fast.
Well, even for this, like, you're trying to get away from this guy, and it's just like, no. You know, well, like I said, like 20-25% faster.
Even like 10% faster would be nice.
Well, at least with the world of internet nowadays, it could actually literally be patched. Not that Nintendo ever would, but you can get the hope of that. Best part about games in 2019, they can suck, and guess what? It don't matter because they can patch it.
Just a map.
Based map. There was a time when I had this Game Boy version memorized for speedruns. I don't have all the intricacies anymore, unfortunately. I just don't know how people speedrun. I just lose patience in like 1 second. Based.
Dude, sometimes, Spencer, you know the oof sound effect, right?
Oof!
Sometimes when Link gets hurt, he makes a very similar sound, and it always just is like, I'm not playing Roblox, right?
It's a shout out to Roblox.
Yeah, just for example, like the power bracelet. I don't have the equipment, it's just a thing. Which, honestly, I think they could have easily implemented in the original game. I think the power bracelet is one of the weirdest ones that isn't just, like, in your native moveset without being an item.
I guess the only major problem is they only had the 2 buttons. But
Yeah,
maybe they could have done something with, like, select.
Yeah,
where,
but
like,
all the other games aren't like that. Like, Ocarina of Time and... Does Link to the Past have one? Oh.
Link to the Past has more buttons, though.
Yeah, but, like, when you get...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
When you get the power bracelet in Ocarina of Time, it just works.
I get it, yeah. Well... Bunnies.
Holds voice, get it right.
Did you do the bass room yet? No, it's left and down. I think you have to do it.
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember the order? You probably just did it earlier.
Yeah, it's holds voice, bat, then thing.
I think so. This is probably the room that most people back in the day were like, what am I doing?
Yeah, especially like a 6-year-old kid. You don't want to read from the... one of the stone...
does it directly
tells you, but it's like... First you have to find the stone beak, and then you have to read English.
English? Yeah.
Yeah, 6-year-olds don't want to read. They don't even know how to read.
Bum, 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 bum.
Also, something I noticed, I don't know if you've been noticing it at all, but when you first enter a new area, it's pretty laggy for whatever reason, because I think it's just like loading assets, but it is a little annoying. Not too much in the dungeons, but like, I'll try to show it here. When you go to the 2D section, it kind of is. Yeah, do you see this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The problem is that normally I wouldn't care, but the graphics are so low intensity, and it's a $60 game.
Yeah.
I just want it to be better. What am I doing?
Just go to the right.
Sorry, I've been enraptured in our discussions.
And now Nick is checked out.
I'm still listening.
He's done. He said, "You know what? We had a good combo for a little, but I'm peaced out." And he's definitely gonna be peaced out by the time Blair Witch rolls around.
Yeah, Nick doesn't like me anymore because I'm anti-Google guy.
I'm
So Nintendo fans who like love them too much are called Nintendrones. What's a Google person? Google file?
Googlebot.
Googlebot? Is that one?
I don't know, sure.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Nick.
Yeah, something botnet or...
Skynet.
That face!
That's my face.
Dude, Google is actually going to make Skynet. It's an inevitability.
With all the artificial intelligence stuff, like, do you remember the Google Deep Dream stuff? Where it took pictures and found, like, changed them just enough that it looked like it found faces in them?
No.
No, I don't remember that.
You don't remember? It was super trippy. Let me see if I can find
Oh,
some
wait.
of
I think... Oh, Google did that?
Yeah. Like, I took a picture of myself and ran it through their algorithm, and it looks like my face is made of dogs and stuff.
Okay.
Whoa.
I didn't know Google did that. I thought that was just some random company. Okay, I know what that is.
It might have been, but it's a company they definitely own.
I guess Google does that.
Ho ho ho! Now I'm hopping mad!
In 50 years, the only two companies that are going to exist is Google and Disney.
I was gonna say, and Disney. Maybe Nintendo, but maybe Disney.
No way, Disney's going to buy Nintendo one of these days. Even if it's like a $50 billion buyout, they're going to do it.
At least base Sony gives Disney annoyance, which gives me hope with the whole Spider-Man thing, and they're like, no. And Disney's like, give us Spider-Man!
Honestly, that whole debate was extremely fun to me, because I don't like Sony or Disney, but like...
I'm glad that they annoy
everyone
each
was
other.
like, oh, Spider-Man, you can't have the MCU without Spider-Man. It's like... shut up. Disney makes so much money. Oh, crap. That part.
You make me hopping mad!
Mona Lisa. They just make it look...
Oh, I've seen that, yeah.
Dude, I think I'm gonna die.
Dies.
I just wasn't paying attention. I just can't pay attention.
Da 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 da. Oh, you make me hopping mad!
Probably root peas.
I think it's root peas. No, it's Secret Sea. Oh, I thought it was a Secret Seashell. Yikes. I hope they still. Yeah, they probably still have it.
Was there even 50 rubies in the original Link's Awakening? I thought like purple rubies were like more recent.
You might be right. I kind of forget. I do know that getting the 980 to get the bow and arrow was pretty cumbersome. Pretty! What was I talking about before? Very interesting. Now I forget. It's all over.
Disney hate.
Oh yeah. Now it's just pretty funny. Like, you know, it's
Apple hate.
Sony and Disney are two big companies, you know, and I just think it's really funny when something causes problems with a big company, so at least they have to deal with it.
I just don't like corporations.
Yeah.
Nick probably thinks I'm a commie. But I just don't like corporations.
Well, I mean, that's very not capitalist.
I like capitalism, like small business capitalism.
Okay,
I don't like
not
corporatism.
There's a difference.
Free enterprise capitalism that we're currently.
Well, there's a difference.
Zero regulation.
You can be fine with capitalism,
Like, capitalism-
and not like big business.
Dude,
I'm
capitalism
sorry.
does breed corporatism. Like, you can't avoid it unless you have like strict regulation, which is
like
not capitalism.
democratic socialism.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
Whoa!
Politics. Okay.
We just
Let's,
report the facts.
Let's lay off this particular topic.
Beep. I beeped myself, so it's okay.
But yeah, anyway, so it's funny to me when something bad happens to big corporations. Like, obviously no, like, physical or nonsense harm, but like if they're really annoyed like it's happening with Sony and Disney, I'm fine with that. And yeah, I love how just like all the fans just go crazy and it's funny because
everyone was decrying Sony like, you can't take Spider-Man away from us. It's like,
the best
Sony
part,
just wants a better deal, and Disney has the money. They're just being cheap.
Yeah, Disney, like, what's the last big acquisition they had? Like $40 billion or whatever. They're just like, that's fine. That's fine. What did they buy? What was the most recent thing they bought? It wasn't Fox, was it?
Dude, Disney's gonna make so much money off of Disney Plus and make me sad.
I just like how everybody cut the cord from cable because, like, it was just too expensive overall.
And now online streaming is just cable.
Yeah, it's just cable.
Every company in the world has their own streaming service now.
So it's like, oh, well, I wish there was a way that you could, like, have cable but just purchase the channels that you use.
The a la carte.
Yeah. But, like, it's not really a thing, but now it's like, oh, well, you want The Office? Okay, NBC streaming. Oh, you want blah? Okay, Disney streaming. You're just like, oh my god. It's just gonna end up being... Like, we already have in this house... We don't have cable, but we have Prime, Netflix, and Hulu. And, like, Prime I get because of the store, so I wouldn't have bought it separately anyway, but that's already 3. And Ash is like, oh, do you think we get Disney or whatever? And I'm sure eventually there'll be, like, another... you know, show that comes out on whatever.
Dude, and Disney Plus, did you see how they're launching their content? It's not like Netflix or Hulu at all, which when they have a new show, they just dump it all at once. They're releasing it like 1 episode per week, like normal TV.
Wow.
So if there's a 12-episode series, you're gonna have to be subscribed to Disney Plus for 3 months. That's how they get you. And isn't Disney Plus $15 too? It's the most expensive.
Nick doesn't care.
What? Disney Plus? I don't know how much it is. I'm absolutely not going to buy it.
Oh, okay. I thought Nick was mad because he was going to get it.
No.
I was already considering dropping Netflix, but
I mean, if I did get it, it wouldn't be for me.
I literally just watch Twitch and YouTube, and illegally stream NFL games. What?
I don't understand people who watch Twitch.
I only watch like very...
Honestly, I don't watch any Twitch at all.
Nick is literally a
Twitch streamer.
Nick is literally a Twitch streamer who is an affiliate.
I got affiliate.
How did you get affiliate, by the way? How much money you're making? Like 10 cents a day?
No, for the first stream, I mean it was $10.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, is that from donations or from Twitch itself?
Bits and subs.
Okay, that doesn't...
You can get subs? I can sub to you now?
Yeah.
Alright. Doing it.
What? Stop giving this rich man...
I have Twitch Prime. So like I feel like Robinhood because I always give my Twitch Prime to like some random person that doesn't have a lot of subs, or I feel like they don't have enough subs to make
Robinhood because I give away $2.50. That doesn't cost me anything.
But I'm not gonna give it to someone like Caleb who has like 3,000 subs. I give it to like my guys that I watch that have like 200,
like me,
like part-time guys.
That has 1 sub.
I can't even be the first sub.
No, sorry.
Was it just some random guy that subbed to you, or was it one of your friends?
It was this lady I know.
So you know her, right?
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Yo, how much longer are you gonna go then for this?
Do we like not have any time?
It's like 9:05.
No, hold on. What are you implying, Trevor?
That you have.
She's a lady.
You have a lady.
She's a lady.
I don't have anything that implies ownership.
Oh. Wait. So if.
I guess you do want me to stop. Okay.
Wait.
All right, we're done.
Are you married again?
Let me think. Most definitely not.
Oh. I thought if a girl subs to you that you're like officially married.
No,
I'll have
I didn't mean to do that.
Check the terms of service of Twitch. I'm not. Maybe it does.
Base. Yo, get that shovel.
That's what I'm getting. I also wanted to get this.
But what do you do with it, dude? The most annoying part of those is you always have to check the Secret Seashell Palace when you get, what is it, 5 and 10, I think. And if you don't check them right when you get 5 and 10, exactly, then you don't get enough seashells to get the whole way. That kind of sucks.
Do you even need to get whole way? I forget.
No, it gives you the sword level 2.
Oh, so 100 is sword level 2. I thought it was like 50.
What?
How many seashells are in this game?
Like 20.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 30.
I thought there was like 10.
No.
Okay, so I guess we're done. I honestly don't know if I'm going to continue this LP. I just wanted to talk about the state of Nintendo. And we already did an LP for this game, so if you want to see, like, better gameplay, just check out Spencer's.
It's a speedrun. It probably would be, like, 250th on speedrun.com.
So...
But yeah!
I think I'm actually going to play the fan remake of Metroid 2, another Metroid 2 remake. I think that's the next thing I'm going to do, and I think I'm going to drop this game. But, I don't know. We'll see.
Trevor's the king of picking up a Switch game for one part and going, eh.
Honestly, I really just wanted to talk about
I know.
That's it. And then we talked about this.
See ya next time on CiB LPs. Buy sheets. Buy sheets. Buy
steak and taters burrito. Chili, cheese, and tots burrito. Burritos, coffee.
What if Sheets owned everything in the world?
I'd be okay with that.
That would be a glorious
You know what?
paradise.
That's another one. Like Sheets and Wawa and Rudders, they have like their rabid fan bases.
Actually, that's a good one. Sheets and Wawa have crazy fan bases.
And they hate each other.
Okay, bye.